B3, what up? Anybody in here? Can you hear me? See me? Let's check. Oh, yeah, that looks good. What do we see in B3? Can y'all see me, hear me? Let me know. Type in the chat if this is working. It's brand new, so I'm hoping we don't have any issue, but got to make sure first. Got to make sure before we start. Had a crazy little mishap with the computer yesterday. It just started spazzing out on me and failed. Adam Light, what up, kid? Let me send this to Benny too. Let's see here. Live now. Brand new setup. We got a brand new camera a couple weeks ago. And brand new modem, brand new router a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago at this point. Now we got a brand new computer. Everything's brand new except for the mic. But the mic was top of the line when I got it 4 years ago, so I hope it's still good. We're using it. Seems to work. It's a blue brand, something like that. Blue Nano. I don't know. Hopefully it's working. But the picture looks good. From my end, it's clear, super clear. Might need to clean the lens on the camera. But other than that, looks good. You guys can hear me okay? Adam says, look good. Looks good. Assuming you can hear me okay. So as long as that's the case, we're good. And just in time, too, for all this new stuff, too, because I'm going to be moving offices over the holiday break, like over the winter, Christmas time. I'm going to be swapping from the office I'm in to the workshop, which is about 2.5 times bigger. So, yeah, this is the perfect time to get all this stuff up and running. Let me just put in the group chat that we're live so everyone knows to pop in, and then we'll be set. Live now, B3. Boom. You know what I should do is grab this garbage can. Don't let the blooming waters boxes fall. There we go. All right, we're going to have to get going and get moving quick because I got my boss coming in tomorrow morning. He's coming in to open at like 8:30 to observe our opening. So got to make sure that I get some amount of sleep. So as long as Adam says we're good and everything looks okay, we're going to get started. We were midway through the first mega, first of 4. We got 3 megas left plus the 3 hobby boxes. This is break 418 part 2 because we started it yesterday and then the whole entire system shut down. We were off to a good start though. We had a colored Caleb, little shock Caleb. We had a numbered Kyer Elam, numbered Roshan Johnson, numbered DeMarvian Overshawn, numbered Ramondre Stevenson, little Dallas Turner patch. We had a good little start going. We were on a good little roll. And then we were on this stack, which hasn't moved since. So what I could tell when I put it down is there is a hit in here. There's a numbered back there. There might be two hits. So I was curious, man. I was like, damn, I'm itching to know what's in there. But we stopped right on Ricky Pearsall. So we're here. Man, look at how clear that color is. Can you guys see it as clear as I'm seeing it? I don't even have the spotlights on. Wow, what a difference, dude. Oh my God. Are you guys seeing as clear a picture as I am? I should have upgraded the computer a long time ago, man. Wow, what a difference that makes. Ricky Pearsall on a futures. Let's just get it going. We're going to start back up now. This is break 418 part 2. Let's get it. Ricky Pearsall on the futures. Oh, I got to turn my team list around so I can see it. That one going out to San Fran, which is Jamie O'Hara. Definitely better. Sounds good still. Beautiful.
Oh, I could tell immediately, Adam, just looking at it. It's absolutely ridiculous that I waited this long to do this. I mean, don't get me wrong, the computer was an expensive expenditure. It cost, it was pretty much all said and done when I got the computer, the extra port with the extra memory to give it more speed or more gigs. I guess it's a 32 gig gaming computer. Cost me like, a little over $1,000. But if I had known that it was going to be this good, I would have done this a long time ago. A long, long time ago. But I'm technologically challenged, so I don't really know much about technology or computers. All right, we got Ricky Pearsall on the futures, like I said, going out to Jamie O'Hara. We got Brock Purdy on the club. Dak Prescott on the premier. JD5 coming back out for Goody Goody on a concourse. Heck yeah. Write it off. Absolutely. That's it. That's what I should have done years ago, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I could have just written it off as I did everything else that I bought as we went. The thermal printer for the labels for mail day, the printer, the new cameras, like all of it becomes write-offs, but I just never thought to spring for a new camera or a new computer. I just thought a computer was a computer. But just looking at it, I can tell the difference. It's absolutely insane. Michael Pittman Jr. on a concourse. You've got Rodgers on a concourse. Braylon Allen coming out for the Jets. That's going to be Scotty Struble. Little black and red shock on the concourse. Very nice. You got Allstott on a black and red. This is the premier level shock for Tampa and Adam Light. Malik Neighbors coming back out on a turbocharged as the Giants stay hot. You got Stafford on a premier. Kelsey on a concourse. Quinyon Mitchell on a concourse rookie going out to Paul Aponowitz. You got Minka Fitzpatrick on the premier level silver die cut. That one going out to the Steelers. Giuseppe Deschi. We got Jaden Reed on a black and red concourse shock. Beautiful, beautiful quality. That one going out to the Packers. Stanton Griggs. You got Jalen Waddle on a numbers insert for Miami. That is Wayne Maury. Then you got Mike Evans on a club. Grover Stewart on a premier. Urlacher on a concourse. Drake May on a concourse coming out for the Patriots. That's going to be Joe Lurch. We'll take that. JD5. Black and red. Concourse shock. Look at that color match. Goody, goody. Bang. What a beautiful card. And the camera just making all the difference. The new computer. Look at that picture quality. Holy cow. That is nasty. Nice hit. Goody, goody. We got more coming. Corey Trice on the red and black going out to the Steelers. Giuseppe Deschi. Then you got Michael Penix coming out on a select certified for the Falcons. That's going to be Travis Clavin. Going to the back is Tip Raymond on a premier base. That one going out to B3. And then Michael Penix holding back. Eric Dickerson on an orange shock club. 25 out of 399. Just 4 off the jersey number. Mr. Mateo LFG Rip Smith picking up the hit. Dickerson. Orange shock. Bang. 25 out of 399. Nice hit. What a box that was. That was a good one to stall on, I guess. JD5 coming out in color. A couple of QB hits. And then you also got Dickerson. All around. Great box. Penix finally coming out. We'll get him on the board. JD5 showing up big time on a black and red color match. That's going to change the front spot from Caleb to Jaden. I have to put the Roshan behind it. Got to show Caleb's color off. Definitely excited about this new purchase, B3. Definitely excited about the new purchase. Should have done this a very long time ago. Shame on Blinky. Still having a bunch of notifications pop up too, like you have to install this and you have to sign into this and you have to set up this. And I'm like, I ain't got no time for any of that right now. They're mid-break from about 24 hours ago, and my ass needs to get in gear. Let's go. Get me to the starting line here. I was glad that everything's saved in YouTube, everything's saved in Windows. So like a lot of the stuff preset itself up, which was huge. It's amazing how technology knows that when you jump from one device to another, man, it just how much it remembers about you. It's kind of scary, actually. little scary. But in the same sense, definitely makes life easier. All right, so we are 1 mega down. Just sleeve up these colors real quick. Mike Allstott, man. I used to love watching this dude when we were younger. What a hammer. Great to be back in good quality, B3. That's what, you get what you pay for too. I think that's part of the lesson here too is, you spend a certain amount of money on something and you pay for the better quality. You definitely see it pretty much right away. How crazy the quality is from something that's 5-6 years old and something that's brand new. Wild. All right, good there. A couple of Raiders, couple of Jets. Get those on the bench. And I know we got a couple of Niners down here somewhere. There we go. Ricky Pearsall. We got a Ram that I can put up on the podium with that Dickerson. Little Blake Corum. He looked good in preseason this week. Little Blake Corum action. Scored a couple of touchdowns. All right. Let's go to Mega number 2. This one, a little bit of a smashed, dented box. We love the dented ones on B3. 60% of the time, they hit every single time. And that one was definitely smashed up. I do think the camera's a little zoomed in, so I'm going to have to play with that another night and see if I can zoom it out. Just a little bit, empty box. But other than that, it just seems a little close. The screen that I'm looking at is also a little smaller. The last computer we had a much bigger display screen, but this one had a smaller screen, but it just seemed like it's like processing speed and its functionality was a lot better. Everything's USB-C. Battery's supposed to last a long time, like 19 hours or so, 18, 19 hours, something like that. So not that I ever really use it unplugged. This thing sits in the office, strapped to the table, plugged into the wall, and it never moves. It's just my B3 computer, so don't know if I'll ever change that, but we got all sorts of colors sticking out in here, so this should be interesting. We got a couple of die cuts. 1, 2 definite die cuts. Usually only get one in the Mega, so this should be interesting. Let's see what we got. Stephon Diggs leading it off on a concourse. Sexy Dexy on a concourse. Caleb back again, this time on a red and black shock. That is another color match. Benny, break pretty much paid for now, buddy. You got 2 colors on Caleb. That's huge. Jonathan Taylor on the club level, red and black, going out to the Colts. That's going to be Giuseppe Deschi. Then you got a futures, Jahmyr Gibbs going out to the Lions, Gravedigger. DK on a club, Breece Hall on a premier. You got Mike Sanistril on a concourse base rookie. Mr. Mahomes always gets a sleeve. That one going out to Andrew Thier. The Sanistril going out to Goody Goody. You have Rico Dowdle on a base concourse. J.K. Dobbins is your premier level silver die cut going out to the Chargers. That's going to be Jamie O'Hara on the die cut. You got James Cook, black and red, premier level shock. That one going out to the Bills, Giuseppe Deschi. You got a turbocharged Joe Burrow going out to Cincy and Strictly Business. Very nice little JJ McCarthy premier level base. First JJ to come out for Joe Lurch. DeMarvion Overshawn on a concourse. Van Ginkel on a concourse. Joe Alt on the black and red concourse die cut. Very nice. Going out to the Chargers. Jamie O'Hara, nice little rookie there on some color. Then we got Jared Goff on a black and red club level shock for Gravedigger. The club's definitely the more rare one. You got the numbers. Jay Jetta going out to Joe Lurch. Boomer on a club. Roquan on a premier. Ferguson on a concourse. Cooper Rush on a concourse. Levante David on a concourse. Joe Burrow, black and red concourse shock going out to Cincy and Strictly Business on the Joe Burr. You got Dak Prescott on a premier black and red going out to Scotty Struble, Dallas. Xavier Legette select certified going out to Carolina. That is going to be Harlan. Then you got Stingley on a premier, Goff on a concourse, Sauce on a concourse, a silver Fuaga on the die cut going out to the Saints. That's going to be Adam Light on the silver premier level, concourse die cut. We'll take that for the rookie. You got a Theo Johnson black and red concourse going out to the G-Men B3. Xavier Worthy on a futures going out to Bogey. We'll take that. JMO on a club to Gravedigger. You got Arik Armstead on a premier base. Chase Brown on a concourse base. Kareem Hunt on a concourse base. Earl Campbell on a concourse black and red shock going out to the Oilers or the Titans. That's going to be B3. You got Matty Stafford on a black and red premier shock. That one going out to the Rams. Mateo. Maserati Marv on a turbocharge coming out. Is this a tie-dye? I think we got a tie-dye. Jalen Hurts on a premier level. That one going out to Philly, Paul Aponowitz. And then Maserati Marv holding back. A Dontavian Wicks. Green Bay Packers, second-year receiver. This is numbered, oh, man. This is a nice one. Stanton Griggs, get ready. Dontavian Wicks, this kid had a great rookie year as Jaden Reed got hurt and a couple of the other young receivers. Dontavian Wicks just 1 out of 75 on the print run. Bookend, 1 out of 75, the B3 101 for Green Bay. Wow, we will take that all day long. Nice hit for Mr. Stanton Griggs. Bang. I thought we weren't going to get a hit out of that. It was looking pretty bleak down to the end there, B3. Table still running hot. Beautiful second-year auto for the young receiver. He should definitely get some time this year to make an impact. I mean, they got 4 or 5 good young receivers and tight ends when you count Kraft and all them. Just a solid offensive weapon group of young, talented pass catchers out of the backfield, out of the tight end position or the wing, and then also, the receivers. Just all around a good group. So what a box. Caleb Williams came out in color and then the auto. We'll take it. My phone's going off. This might be a drop, so I have to check it. It is. What's dropping? What's dropping? Oh, dang. Nothing good. Credentials. Okay, I will sign in. You got it. Just because I reset everything, now I got to re-sign into everything. Skip having to sign in every time? Yes. I don't want to sign in every time my email pops up. Boom. Okay, got that done. So Caleb, now at the color match, black and red. You got the blue and red. Now you got the black and red. Benny Lamp on fire with the Bears right now. Tons of vet color, too. Joe Burr, Dak Prescott, Earl Campbell, Stafford, Goff, Little Cook, and then JT. Not bad for the vet color. Let's get the base out of there. Get these guys sleeved up. The inserts. Jay Jetta, Joe Burr, my homies. Always gets a sleeve. And Gibbs. And you got the die cut for J.K. Dobbins on the silver premier level. Got a little Fuaga rookie. We'll throw that up there with Tyler Shuck. It's funny, the announcers were saying his name the other day, and one of them was, I think it was on ESPN, was calling him Tyler Show. So I'm like, maybe some people did call him Show. Maybe it was wrong, but maybe I'm not the only one. Welcome to the Tyler Show. All right, let's get all these top loaded real quick. Get these guys over there. All right. We got a lot of vet color to sleeve up, so let's do that. We got Taylor, Cook, Goff, Burrow, Dakota, Campbell, and Stafford. Okay, get these out of the way. And get these out of the way. Chiefs. Boom. All right, bench is set. What up, Gravy? We are live, back in action. Much better camera picture, too. We got another dented box. You know what that means. 60% of the time, they hit every time. I'm telling you, man, we've been getting lucky with these dented boxes. I tell everyone, if you have any ones that are dented, just give me those. Give me the dented boxes. People want them for a discount, I'll pay more for them. Just give me those. Let me get those ones. We got 3 more cases of Donruss coming in, by the way. 2024 blasters, just as Donruss 2025 is getting ready to release. So we should be able to have some fun with the downtown chases. Really excited for that. We've been starting to heat up with our downtowns recently. So looking to continue to push my luck there. Last one we pulled was Josh Allen. That was a gorgeous one. Oh, pack felt a little light. All right, here we go. The old cardboard casserole. Not yet, no, but I think I may have some of those left. I may have to dig in the closet there, Gravedigger. I may have to dig deep for that. Herbie, T-Law, we got AJ Brown on a concourse, red and black, going out to Paul Aponowitz. You got a red and black Purdy on a premiere going out to San Fran and Jamie O'Hara. Then you got a Burrow numbers, that one going out to Cincy Strickler. You got Dak Prescott on a club. You got a premier level base CD Lamb. Fuaga coming out on a base concourse rookie. Buda Baker on a concourse. Malik Washington on a base concourse. Rook, that one going out to Jamie O'Hara. The Fuaga going out to Adam Light. You got a premier level silver die cut. Jared Goff going out to Gravedigger. We'll take that. Little Marshawn Lattimore on a red and black premier level shock for the vet going out to Goody Goody. Drake May select certified going out to Joe Lurch. Then we got Joe Alt on a premier level base. That one going to the Chargers. Jamie O'Hara. Maserati Marv on a concourse for B3 on the unclaimed Cardinals. You got a little Najee And then a Howie Long, red and black, going out to the Raiders. Adam Light on the Concourse Shock. Taysom Hill on a club, red and black shock, going out to the Saints. Also Adam Light. Odunze coming out on a futures for Benny Lamp. JJ McCarthy on a base club, going out to Joe Lurch. Very nice. Bo Nix showing up finally on a premiere for Denver. Adam Light. Carlson on the Concourse. Torrey Taylor on a Concourse base rookie. That one's going to be Adam Light on the Bears. Braylon Allen for the Jets. Scotty Struble. We'll take that. Nice little base rookie. Concourse. You got Minka on a Concourse black and red. Shock going out to the Steelers. Giuseppe Desky. Keon Coleman going out to Giuseppe Desky. This one on a premier black and red. Nice shock there for the rookie. Bo Nix back on a turbocharge for Adam Light. Then you got a Jay Jetta premier level base. Jaden Reed on a Concourse base. JD5 coming back out. That one going to Goody Goody on a Concourse. Jared Goff back again on a Concourse silver die cut. So now we got both die cuts for Goff and Gravy. Gravedigger heating up. Got a little Justin Herbert, red and black Concourse shock. Chargers, Jamie O'Hara. You got Josh Allen on a numbers for Giuseppe. Alexander Madison on a club. Herbie on a premier. Little Michael Pittman Jr. Concourse. You got Rodgers on a Concourse. Concourse black and red shock. That's going to be T-Law going out to the Jags. Joe Lurch on the black and red Concourse. Taylor Rapp, black and red premier going out to Buffalo. That's going to be Giuseppe Desky. Then you've got Zay Flowers on the futures. We got something on the back there. Raheem Mostert on a premier level for the Dolphins. Zay on the futures. That is Travis Clavin. And then Buda Baker coming out on the brown Concourse shock. Cardinals. That's going to be B3 on the unclaimed Arizona Cardinals. 96 out of 299. Boom. Very nice. Cardinals on the board. JD5 popping up again. We'll take all the JD5 and Bo Nix we can get. Caleb, Penix, May, JJ, we'll take them all. I think Bo finally showed up for the first time, so he's going to have his first podium. Nice Keon Coleman to add to the Bills podium. Jets not up yet on a podium. You got Bo Nix again. Boom. JJ again. JJ on the club that time. Odunze. The Bears are busting at the seams here. Got a full podium for the Bears. Maserati Marv. We got Drake May. And Malik Washington. I believe Malik Washington is now in the Giants. If my memory is correct, I think he's playing for the Giants now. Either that or there's two Malik Washingtons, which is possible. Get the base out of there. Very, very pleased with the camera quality right now. What up, Andrew Thier? Welcome in, sir. Welcome in. We are back up and rolling. Full go, full send on a brand new computer. Definitely upgraded in the best possible way. Very excited. It was a dent in the wallet, but it was worth it. Like I can tell right now by the quality that we were missing out. I should have done this a long time ago. Definitely a boost in quality. Lots of vet color too coming out of these megas, plus a lot of hits. We got AJ, Brock, Lattimore, Howie, Taysom, Minka, Herbie, T-Law, and Mr. Rapp. All right, let's get these guys out of the way so we can keep it rolling. Okay, color goes back there. Good. Got a few for the Cardinals. All right, do we have any of these other podiums up? Let's see. No, 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 not yet. Okay, so those stay on the bench. I think I still have one box of Sports Kings from way back in the day, too, Gravy. I put it in the back of the closet and saved it for like a 10-year anniversary or something like that. Like pull that out and remember like what was the horse's name? Oh my god, that's gonna drive me nuts. I remember with what the heck was the horse's name? Metzi used to be in there every night. The horse on the picture. It's gonna drive me nuts. It'll come to me. There was a card of a horse in Sports Kings, and I forget the name, but he used to come out like every break. Oh man, it's gonna take me a hot minute to remember. But Jetson was always in. You know, Metzi, you, Aaron Wise, like the old school crew, the Schefflers, Sparkle Queen, and Donnie. Going way, way back. That's going back to like circa 2020. Man, some good times back then during COVID. We had nothing better to do but sit around the computer. Those were the good old days, man. Those were the good old days. All right, let's get one last big hurrah here out of Select, because with Select, you're really only just one card away from changing your break completely upside down. Oh, I'm seeing some color. I'm seeing some good color combos. Let's see what we can find here, B3. Good luck on the last mega for Select. We got Devonta Smith, Joe Montana, Michael Pittman Jr. is your red and black concourse for the Colts, Giuseppe Deschi. You got a red and black club for the Bengals, Cincy, Strickler, That is Trey Hendrickson. Then you got Brock Bowers on a futures for Vegas. That's Adam Light. Nice little rookie there. Cortland Sutton on a club. You got a premier Ed McCaffrey. Blake Corum on a concourse base going out to the Rams. That's going to be Mateo. You got Jameis on a club. Caleb Williams back for Benny on a club. Alex Anzalone, another Lion die cut. This one a premier level silver. There you go, Gravedigger. Trayvon Walker on a red and black premier going out to the Jags. That one being Joe Lurch. You got a Dunze on a turbocharge for Benny. JD5 on a premier for Goody Goody. Joe Alt on a concourse going out to the Chargers. That's going to be Jamie O'Hara. Where was the other rookies? I guess that wasn't a rookie. Okay. We got that one. Joe Burrow, concourse. You got Rodgers on a concourse red and black shock for the Jets. That is Scotty. Scotty also getting Mosley on a club red and black shock. There we go. Struble also getting a numbers. Rodgers. Then you got Tremaine Edmonds on a club base. You got Jerry Jeudy on a premier base. Little Theo Johnson coming back out for B3 on a concourse rookie. Campbell on a concourse. Favre on a concourse. Kelsey on a concourse red and black going out to Bogey. Nice one there. Emmett Smith going out to Scotty on the Cowgirls on a premier red and black. You got Bo Nix on the select certified for Adam Light. Fashanu on the premier base going out to Scotty. Tyler Guyton to Scotty on the concourse rookie. You got Sammy D. Herbie on a premier level silver die cut. Jamie O'Hara. We'll take that. Quinion Mitchell on the black and red concourse shock going out to Paul Aponowitz. Nice rookie there. You got Braylon Allen on a futures for Scotty. Eric Dickerson on a club. Devon Valet on a premier level base for Adam Light. Tip Raymond on a concourse base for B3 on the unclaimed Cardinals. You got Kyer Elam on a concourse. Fashanu on a concourse going out to Scotty on the Jets. You got Urlacher on a black and red concourse shock going out to the Bears. Adam Light. Drake May. I was wondering if we were going to get anything worth it in this box. There's no hit, but a Drake May black and red shock going out to the Patriots. Joe Lurch. That is a very nice one. Lamar on the numbers going out to Travis Clavin. Shake and bake on a premier. And that'll round out the fourth mega. This new computer tells me it's 3:25 in the afternoon, so I really don't know what time it is yet. Did not set up the clock yet. It's like hard for me to keep an eye on the time. That is horribly off-centered on the Herbie die cut. Anzalone for Gravedigger. Let's get these out of the way. We got a few rookies left to sleeve over there. Fashanu, Tip, Guyton, Fashanu again, and Alt. And we got some vet color. Urlacher, Emmett, Kelsey, Mosley. I got to get some more penny sleeves in a second. We got Rodgers. We got Walker. We got Hendrickson. And we got MPJ. All right. Got to grab some more top loaders because we are running low. There we go. Lots of color. I feel like every team is getting a bunch of color at this point. All right, we got Alt, Fashanu, Guyton, TIP, and Fashanu. get them all out of the way. Boom. All right. All right. A few more to go here. We got a beautiful Drake May. Little Devon Valet to go up with the Broncos. I think we got some more Bo Nix out of that box, too. Futures Allen. Quinion Mitchell. There it is, Bo Nix. Select Certified. Trying to get Bo Nix going. You got Theo Johnson. Giants continuing to have a great little break. JD5 back again. JD5's been on a roll. Odunze back again. Bears podium is just stuffed. No room. Another Caleb. We're going to have to organize that. At least they fit. These we can add to the recap later. That's about as much as you're going to fit on that thing. Corum. Back again. And then we got Brock Bowers. All right, let's get these sorted out real quick. And then I got a little extra something we're going to throw in for the headache. For the headache of the break that took forever to get completed because the camera decided to SHIT the BED. So I'm going to make it up to you guys. I'm going to throw in one extra select mega on the house. So to make up for the one we froze on, we're going to do one more. Just my little way of saying thank you for your guys' always patience and understanding. We're throwing one more bonus dented select box. One more shot of a zebra or a tie-dye or a snake skin. So this one's on me for your guys. Always understanding when shit goes wrong and it's out of my control. You guys are always really good about it. Sounds like something just fell over upstairs right above my head. You guys are always really good about it. And, always kind of stop me from freaking out and getting too down on myself when things go wrong that I can't really control. So because you guys are so damn awesome and good to me and good to us and good to the group and have kept us going for almost 5 years now, which is kind of hard to believe. Just my little way of saying thank you. I try to make up for it when things like this happen. So when I can and where I can, you guys know I'll always take care of you. All right, we're going to let this one marinate for a moment because I never grabbed a drink coming in here. I was so excited that it worked that I just ran in here and hit go. So we're going to let this one marinate for just a moment, the freebie. We're going to let it marinate, see if we can draw up a big hit here, stir something up. I'm going to go grab a quick drink, and I'll be right back. Just going to run upstairs and see what the heck fell. I bet it was the dog trying to get the pizza off the counter, and then grab a seltzer. But we have this mega, which is the extra, the bonus, which I've added in as a makeup for the delay and the freeze with the computer. So this one's marinating. and this is mega number 5, the bonus. Then we got 3 hobby boxes over here on the bench on my right, ready to go next. So, like I said, give me like a minute and a half. I'm just gonna run upstairs and grab a cold seltzer, and I will be right back down. I was so excited to get live once I saw the computer was actually like done updating and loaded that I just came down and hit play. So no drink, starting to get a little parched. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take some of these empties with me. 1, 2, 3, 4 megas. All right, I'll be right back. E3. Damn, it's already 12:30. All right, not too bad. All right, B3, we're back after letting that marinate for a moment. Checked upstairs to make sure the kids are sleeping. Everyone's in bed except for Mason, of course, because he's always the last one. Set up McAfee. I don't want to set it up right now, but later. Got my seltzer. We're in good shape. So here we go. This is the bonus mega. Throwing in an extra one for your guys' troubles, your headaches with the dealing with the computer with me. So this is my little way of saying thank you and kind of making it up, just throwing in an extra mega for you. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Brock Purdy leads it off on a concourse. Then Stephon Diggs. Romo Dunze comes out as another bear for Benny Lamp. Benny on a roll. Nice black and red shock concourse, little color match there. You got Darnell Savage for the Jags. That one's Joe Lurch on a premier red and black. Then you got Jared Goff on the numbers for Gravedigger. You got Icky Woods on a club. Premier is going to be Savage again. Sexy Dexy on a concourse. Sanistril coming back out for Goody Goody on a concourse base rookie. My homies always gets a sleeve. That one going to Bogey. Then you got a little Darnell Washington on a, this might be the kid actually that is on the Giants now. I think it's Darnell Washington, number 80. That's the number he wears. Anyway, he looked really good in the preseason game. But a club level die cut, one of the most rare to get. That one going out to the Steelers, Pittsburgh. Giuseppe Deschi on a beautiful die cut, silver. You got Aaron Jones on a black and red premier shock going out to the Vikings. That is Joe Lurch on the vet. Will Shipley select certified going out to Paul Aponowitz. We'll take that. Aaron Jones on a premier. You got Rico Dowdle on a club or on a concourse. DeMarvion Overshawn on a concourse. Chris Jones on a little black and red color match for the Chiefs. That's Bogey on a concourse. Dak Prescott, black and red club shock for Scotty Struble. Jordan Addison on a futures going out to Joe Lurch. Then you got Montez Sweat coming out on a club level. That's Benny. Hunter Henry on a premier. Van Ginkel on a concourse. Ferguson on a concourse. Rush on a concourse. CJ Stroud, black and red concourse shock going out to the Texans. That's Giuseppe. Hunter Henry on a premier black and red shock. That one going to the Patriots. Joe Lurch. You got a turbocharged Rodgers for Scotty Struble. Then you got a Moali Cox premier. Levante David concourse. Jared Goff concourse. Silver die cut concourse. Nico Collins, Texans #1 receiver, on a die cut silver. Giuseppe Deschi taking down both die cuts. You got Tua on a red and black concourse. That one's going to be Miami and Wayne Maury. You got Puka on a numbers going out to the Rams. That's Mateo. Then you got Goddard on a club. Anger on a premier. Sauce on a concourse. Chase Brown on a concourse. Fred Taylor on a concourse black and red shock going out to the Jags. That is Joe Lurch. Moali Cox on a black and red premier going out to the Colts. Indy. That's Giuseppe Deschi, premier level shock. You got Latu on a select certified, also Giuseppe Deschi. Trey Benson on a premier level base going out to B3 on the unclaimed Cardinals. And then Latu holding back a Bo freaking Nix. Damn, nice hit. Adam Light on the extra. Pays off big time for Adam as his hot streak continues. Bang. 167 out of just 299. Adam freaking Light hitting big. Break paid for. Just about. Bo was last one to come out. He was hiding pretty much all night. Didn't want to show face. Came out late in like the 4th or 3rd mega. And then bang, comes out in a big way, swinging out of the extra. Pays off big time for Adam Light. Bang. There you go, Adam. Heck yeah. We'll take it. Get the rest of these sleeved up real quick. And then we move on to the hobby. So the bonus box pays off big. Not much in way of rookies other than Bo Nix, though. You got a little select certified Shipley and Latu, one color Odunze, and then the Benson base. Everything else was just kind of meh. Lots of base concourse. I guess when you're going to throw in $100 Bo Nix or $150 Bo Nix, everything else is kind of light. That's fine, though. I don't mind. We'll take that Bo Nix all day. What a bonus box, baby. Heck yeah. All right. Let's get these guys sleeved up. It's the only club level die cut we've pulled in the last couple of breaks. Those are the most rare. You got the Puka numbers, Rogers Turbo, Addison Future. Mahomes always gets a sleeve, and numbers Goff. All right, let's get these out of the way. Adam might have fallen asleep. I don't know if Adam got a chance to see that or not. He might wake up to a pleasant surprise in the morning. Let's make sure these are in order. Good. We got the Shipley and Latu. Let's get those in order. Boom. All right, those are good. Let's get the last of these veteran ones sleeved up. Had my best friend's funeral today, man. That was wild. Not really my best friend now. It's my best friend from when I was like 12 to like 20. Then he went to prison, and we just kind of fell out of touch. And a couple times throughout the last 15, 20 years, I tried to reach out and see how he was doing, but he was just too far gone, man. He was I chose to go to college, he chose drugs, and that's just kind of what happened, unfortunately. But going to his wake today, I wasn't prepared to see him in an open coffin. It was weird, considering the last time I saw him, I was yelling at him for what he was doing in his life choices, and he basically kind of disappeared. We didn't talk for years, but my suspicions were confirmed. He was doing some pretty gnarly drugs. He was shooting into his neck because all of his veins were collapsed. He was just he was a shell of himself, and he had a massive heart attack when he finally decided he wanted to go get help and was looking to get clean, but he was so addicted and the withdrawals were so bad it gave him a cardiac arrest or a heart attack. And then, he just unfortunately was so far gone that his body couldn't take it. Had multiple heart attacks, and just that was the end of it. So sad day, but I mean, when you do drugs like that for 2 decades, I don't think you're meant to live through that. And if you are, not without scars. We're going to go to 2025 Luminance first. We're going to do the Luminance, then do the 24 Zenith, then back to 25 Elite to round it out. We're going to get it moving, though, because it is getting late. And like I said, my boss is coming in the morning, so I gotta get some sleep tonight. Empty sleeve there. Here's our box. Should be 4 packs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Empty box. But yeah, sad day, man. It was tough to see him like that. It's tough to see his mom because she's carrying a whole world of guilt around. She thinks it's her fault. Just a sad day, man. And it was basically, I had work this morning, then the funeral, then football practice, then had to go computer shopping, didn't get home till like 10:30. We started this super late, trying to finish it because it stalled out on us before. So yeah, just a lot going on. But appreciate your guys' patience with me and dealing with the computer issue. Like I said, it was not ideal, but you guys are always super understanding and patient. And that does not go unnoticed or unappreciated. So love you guys. All right, let's get started here on Luminance. We're looking for 3 autos and a mem. 3 autos and a mem. I think the mem is down here, so we're just going to bring it to the top. All right, here we go. We got DeAndre Hopkins leading it off. Then you got Jamar Chase, little Kayshawn Boot. Nick Van Egan, I believe, is the name. Mark Van Egan. And then you got 276 out of 299 Martinez. Damian Martinez for the Seahawks. Seattle, that's going to be Andrew Thier finally getting in on the action, picking up the rookie receiver. Damian Martinez. 276 out of 299. He might actually be a running back. Looks like a running back out of the backfield. Yep. So nice hit there for Seattle and Andrew Thier. Then we got Brian Thomas Jr. on the bright beginnings going to the Jags. That is Joe Lurch. Not numbered, but a nice little mem there with the black napkin. Then you got a savage, beautiful card for Tampa Bay, Adam Light. That is nasty. Not sure if that's a ultra rare or anything, but that's a beauty. Very nice looking card. Savage Shake and Bake. Heck yeah. Here comes the rookies. We've got Ty Felton for the Vikings. That one going out to Joe Lurch. We got Collins, Alfred Collins for the Niners. Little lineman there. San Fran, that's going to be Jamie O'Hara. And then Nolan, Walter Nolan, going out to the Cardinals and B3. So let's pause there for a moment, sleeve those up. Dented corner on the Nolan. Get the base rookie sleeved. Damn, that is a rough corner. A rough corner. Beautiful Savage for Tampa. Got to get them up on a podium. Also got enough to get the Jags up on a podium now. And the Seahawks. So, BTJ. Joe Lurch getting in on the action. Hopefully getting Brian Thomas started now so he hits big when we get to the Zenith 24. Very nice. BTJ on the board. And then last but not least, you got a little Seahawk here. Martinez to 299 on the yellow. But that's not the only Seahawk card we got. We have another one too, so we got to get that up on a podium. We'll get the base out of there. Let's see here. Jets definitely not on a podium yet. Chiefs not either. Raiders not either. There's the Jags, so we'll get them up there with BTJ. Niners, Panthers, Chargers, Dolphins, Eagles. There's a Seahawk with Milrow, so we got the rookie QB. We got a buck there for Egbuka. All right, we're good. Podiums are updated. All right, on to pack number 2. Here we go. We got Keon Coleman year 2, Michael Penix year 2, Kurt Warner, the other Kurt Warner. Then you got Mark Andrews, New York Giants. This is Collins, Bo Collins, 129 out of 249. Bo Collins, 129 out of 249 on the purple. We'll take that. So the boys on the board with Bo Collins. Looks like a tight end out of Notre Dame. We'll take it. Got a nice one coming up here for Seattle and Andrew Thier. Who would have thought that I would, when I say we got a nice one coming up here, it's Seattle that I'm talking about. Andrew Thier, hope you're still there, buddy, because this is a nice one. Very nice. Very, very nice. I can tell already. Super low numbered. That's why it's getting a one touch. Check it out. Jalen Milroe on the circles. 9 out of 25. Just 9 out of 25 for Seattle and rookie quarterback Jalen Milroe. What a beautiful card. Holy cow. Terrible looking auto. He writes like a 3-year-old. Sorry about that, Andrew Thier, but my 5-year-old son has a better auto than that. That is wild, but what a beautiful card. Looks like a bunch of Pokeballs in the background. Or some breasticles. That auto is awful, but beautiful card. Stunning. Heck yeah. Bang. What a card. Got to get the rookie QB up there. Followed by JD5 on the Fusion. Going out to Goody. There's usually one per box. It's the box hit or the box insert. So Jaden Daniels staying hot. We'll throw that up on the front, even though the rookie is better, but it's a nice little insert. We got Williams, Mr. Green Bay Packers, Savion Williams. Green Bay. That is Stanton Griggs on the rookie. We got Will Campbell for the Patriots, rookie tackle. He looked great in preseason. That is Joe Lurch on the Will Campbell. And then Mr. Ollie Gordon II for the Miami Dolphins and Wayne Maury on the Ollie Gordon Dose. Will Campbell looked very good for the Patriots. Looks like a road grader, like a tackle who will run block 5 to 7 yards down the field. Love to see it. So hopefully that really helps their offensive line, because the Patriots' offensive line has been so bad for so long. All right, we're off to a great start here, B3. We got Tyrell Wilson, I believe is the name. Tyree Wilson. So Tyree going out to the Raiders. Then you got Jalen Hurts going out to Paul Aponowitz. Tyjae Spears going out to Tennessee. That's going to be B3 on the unclaimed Titans. Drizzy, Drake, London going out to the Falcons. 23 out of 100 on the green. Travis Clavin, nice pickup there. 23 out of 100. Nice low number on the Drizzy Drake London. Needed that for the Falcons. Needed a hit there. Then you got Tyreek Hill, the Cheetah. 41 out of 199 blue going out to Wayne Maury. Wayne also in need of a hit. Nice little color match there. We'll take that all day long. Miami, Hill, Wayne Maury. Blue Cheetah. It's kind of a color match. Blue, teal, right? Fins kind of goes. It's not 100% color match, but we'll take it. Like I said, we needed something for the fins, so we'll take it. Now we got an auto coming up, one that I believe we pulled before, and it's sitting right on top over here. Actually, no, the last one we pulled when I was on them was a yellow out of 100. This is one of the top fantasy running backs from 2 years ago, and definitely a top 21 from last year. Stud, should be in for a very good year with these guys. Mateo Smith picking up the Kyron Williams. This one is a silver, so 277 out of 300 on the Kyron Williams silver. Dual threat out of the backfield. Great at receiving and running. Very nice hit. So Mateo getting in on the action. Everybody getting in on the action. Rams, Mr. Kyron Williams going out to Mateo. LFG rips. Let's get the base out of there. Nice hit, Mateo. We'll take that. You were cheering on for Andrew Thier, and little good karma coming your way. Rooting on somebody else. You picked up an auto yourself. Myles Garrett, unforgettable, going out to Adam Light on the Brownies. He's chasing Shador, but he picked up a little unforgettable. Myles Garrett, we'll take that. Then you got your rookies. So first one out is Benjamin Morrison going out to the Buccaneers and Tampa. Adam Light. Adam staying hot. Then you got Mr. Johnson here. Caleb Johnson for the Steelers. Pittsburgh, Giuseppe Desky on the rookie. Caleb Johnson. And then you got Jake Bringenstool going out to Bogey. Looks like a tight end. Jake Brinningstool, tight end for the Chiefs on a base rookie. So we'll take that. Couple of nice rooks. And then our last hit should be in this pack here. What do we got? We got one more big one in us. Jaleel McLaughlin, Kurt Warner, Tank Bigsby. Beautiful names of the game. CD Lamb. That's got to be some kind of a short print. Let's look at the side of the box again. Ultra rares include animation, luminosity, and more. So not an ultra rare, but one that I have never seen. Names of the game, CD Lamb, a beautiful looking card. You got Lamb in the background behind him. Nice hit, Scotty. I don't know if that's a rare one or not, but that's a beautiful card. Names of the game, CD Lamb, going up with the Cowgirls. We'll take it, Scotty. We'll take it. Now we got a little Dan Marino, 160 out of 299 yellow. That one going out to the Miami Dolphins, also Wayne Maury. So Wayne's starting to heat up at the right time. And then you've got Mr. Marks, Woody Marks, who's supposed to be the lead back for the Texans, from my understanding. This is going to be 444 out of 700 on the rookie Woody Marks, going out to Giuseppe Desky on Houston. Needed that one, Joe. Needed that one. This kid should take the #1 job, so I'm told, in Houston. And if he does, this will be a nice little hit. 444 out of 700 on the Woody Marks for the Texans. Let's get them up on a podium. Woody. Like I said, you also got Dan Marino on the yellow. So you got Tyreek Hill and Dan Marino now. Number to 199 and 299 for Wayne Maury. So Wayne's starting to heat up. Little Azul. Little blue numbered unforgettable. 43 out of 50 for Van Ginkel. Nice one there for Joe Lurch. He also needed a little pick-me-up on the Vikings, so we'll take that. Blue foil, 43 out of 50. Andrew Van Ginkel. That is the jersey number, B3. Jersey match Van Ginkel. He had a great year last year. Had a couple of picks. Picked up Daniel Jones for a pick 6. This kid literally blew up last year. Great little hit there for Joe Lurch. Needed that on the jersey match. We've got Kyle Williams for the Patriots. That one going out to Joe Lurch as well. Mr. Sampson here, Dylan Sampson for the Brownies. That one going to be Adam Light. And then Isaiah Bond. It says for nobody, but we learned this last break. He's a Saint. He is a Saint. No, he's a Raider. Excuse me. Isaiah Bond is a Raider. Both Saints and Raiders are Adam Light, but he's a Raider, Isaiah Bond. We learned that last break in the elite box when we got an auto or a numbered hit and it said Raiders on it. So those are the last of the 3 rookies. Bang, bang, bang. But what a break so far. Some really nice hits. That Jalen Milrow is absolutely filthy. Filthy little Milrow. All right, so we got a couple of hits for the Dolphins. We can put them up there. And then that should be it so far. I think we're good. All right, moving right along. Let's go to 2024 on the Zenith. Now we got to get a podium out because this is a tiny box. So we'll get our podium and our cover cards. We got IQ and Obi on the Origins and our Extravaganza Gold Rush podium. IQ's always on the on top. Obi's always on the bottom. Zenith. We've been holding on to this box for a while because I was thinking about putting this one in the free break. But what I decided is we're going to do 2025 hobby because there's not a lot out for 2025 yet. So we'll do the hobby from 2025, maybe an elite blaster because I think we're getting those this week. And then maybe a score blaster. And then 2024, we'll just do some of the more popular retail stuff, maybe a couple megas like Prism and Optic or something like that. We'll figure it out. But I decided to do Zenith in this break to keep it multi-year and to give the 2024 chasers a chance. And then for the free break, which is going to be break 420, I've decided we'll do one more break after this one for 419. And then you have to make the free break 420. I mean, come on. That's classic. So I figure 420 will be the freebie. And that'll be a 2025 either Elite or Luminance box as the free hobby box. So stay tuned for more on that, but that's where we're headed. So we got Zenith in this box. We held on to it for a while thinking it might be for the free break, but instead decided to do it for this one. So I hope there's something hiding that's pretty good in here because we've had this box a long time. First card out is going to be for the Bills, Keon Coleman on a first look. Giuseppe Deschi, beautiful looking card, not numbered, but one of the Zenith inserts. That is hobby exclusive. First look, Keon Coleman, beautiful looking card. Bills already have a podium up, so we'll just add it to that. Next one up, ooh, another nice one for Wayne Maury as he stays hot. This is a nice one. Before I show it to you, let me sleeve it. It's a low number. Looks like a blue vinyl. Blue vinyl numbers. Tua Tagovailoa. 5 out of 25. Bang. Wayne Maury. See the vinyl circles in it in the background? It's like a blue vinyl. Absolutely gorgeous card. Tua. Behind the numbers. 5 out of 25. Great hit. Wayne Maury choosing the right time to get hot, sir. Heck yeah. All right, what do we got next? I think next up is one of our autos. No, it's not. But after this is the auto. And we said he got hot at the right time for Joe Lurch. Bang, another to 25. BTJ, 6 out of 25. Just one off the jersey number. So close. So close, Joe, but you needed that for the Jags. Super low number on the blue foil red zone. 6 out of 25 BTJ. Bang. Nice hit, Joe Lurch. Let's go off the bottom because I think the next 2 cards are the autos. So we're going to go off the bottom. Oop, I was wrong. It's an auto. Jordan Jefferson also for the Jags on a red zone red rookie. 4 out of 49. So Joe Lurch heating up at the right time on the Jags. Bang, bang. 1 a.m. ping, boys. Let's get the cards flowing. Yeah, not doing that right now there, sir. Jordan Jefferson. Nice little rookie auto for the Jags. So there you go. Giuseppe Deschi got hot at the right time on the, Joe Lurch got hot at the right time on the Jags. All right, we got 2 cards left. We're going to pull this one. Oh my God, you got to be kidding me. We got to save that for last. Got to save that for last. Oh my God, oh my God. Wow. Holy cow, we got 3 autos instead of 2. We got 3 autos instead of 2. Let me just first start by saying that. Then let me start by saying Jamie O'Hara on the 49ers, you just hit a monster. This is one of the ultra rares. It is one of the rookie ticket previews for San Fran, and I know that Mr. Larissa is going to be absolutely kicking himself over this one. This is a rookie ticket auto preview. Isaac Garendo. This kid filled in so admirably for Run CMC after he got hurt. It is the Optic Contenders Preview Rookie Ticket Auto Green Isaac Garendo, numbered just 8 out of 24. What a monster for Jamie O'Hara. That is a big, big card, especially if this kid produces next year. Holy cow. I mean, I knew it was going to be a good box because we were saving it, but I didn't know it was going to be this good. Double Mamba number. That is absolutely correct. 8 and 24. Good call out there. La Colección. La Colección. Good call out on the double Mamba. What a monster for San Fran on a cheap team. Jamie O'Hara, break paid for, brother. That is a ultra rare hit. But even better, I saw a triple auto, and I didn't want to cheat and look. But we got a absolute monster here. I don't know what it's numbered to, but I think it's like a friggin' Mount Rushmore or something. It has got to be some crazy. Oh my God. It is the 3 greatest quarterbacks in team history. This needs to be one touched. There are Super Bowl winning quarterbacks on here. This is an absolute freaking monster. And it's very rare you pull a card like this. Very rare you see cards like these pulled. This is ridiculous. And I'm hoping it's going to fit in a 130. But if not, I have a 200 point as well. So if it doesn't fit in the 130, I have a solution. But I'm going to see if I can one touch it first before I reveal it to you guys. It's rare. I mean, you don't see cards like this every day. This is one of those cards you look at and you're like, dang, man. To put all of these guys on one card is wild. Now, it's not the craziest team. It's not like it's the Patriots where it's Bledsoe, Brady, and friggin' Drake May. It's a little bit lower of a team, but this team has phenomenal history, and I believe all 3 of these guys won. 2 of them definitely won Super Bowls. Are you guys ready? To the unclaimed Cardinals. Z Summit, the Mount Rushmore of the Cardinals. Jake the Snake Plumber, Jim Harbaugh, and Kurt Warner from the greatest show on turf. What an absolute freaking monster. 4 out of 25. Look at that auto. Beautiful auto by Kurt. Absolutely gorgeous Kurt Warner auto. The Jake the Snake one looks nasty. And then Jim Harbaugh, ran a little off sticker, but I mean, sorry, Jim Hart. I'm saying Harbaugh, thinking the coach, Jim Hart. I don't know if he won a Super Bowl or not, but I know that Plummer and Warner did. So, I mean, what an absolute ridiculous card for any Cardinals fan. That's going to be one they want. And you know what? For an unclaimed team, those are the reasons why I really don't mind keeping a team once in a while, because you have the rare times where you hit something like that. And it's just like, what an awesome little PC card to keep and show off, you know? So holy cow. Holy cow. What a break so far, B3. This has been ridiculous. Just absolutely redonkulous. Jalen Milrow to 25 on the auto. Bo Nix numbered. We got a Mount Rushmore of the Cardinals We got a super short print Isaac Garendo on the rookie ticket premiere. I mean, what a break so far. Like this is literally the type of run that we've been on that I can't really explain, but we just keep getting hotter and hotter. It's very odd. But you know what? New computer bringing some luck. Let's get you guys some really good hits out of this one now, because my break's paid for with that nasty Cardinals card. That covers my Giants spot, my Cardinal spot, and probably my Tennessee Titans spot. So I'm chilling. Let's get you guys a little something here. We got to get you guys going. Empty box, nothing left. We're going to rip this one down, and then I am going to let the dogs back in because I let them out. I just don't want to leave them out till 2 in the morning. If they're going to start barking, they're fenced in, but they start to bark after a while. But they were waiting by the door when I went to get the seltzer, so I let them out. But I'm thinking this took a little longer than I thought it would. I thought we'd be done, but I forgot. We threw in the extra select box, and then you had both hobbies. So I'm going to let them back in. I forgot that Elite has so many cards, too. I was like, Luminance is only 4 packs, very quick. Zenith, 1 pack, very quick, only like 6 cards. And then Elite, but I forgot Elite has like 150 cards. So by the time we get through this, they're probably going to be barking out there. My wife's going to be yelling down to let them inside. So I'll just do that real quick to avoid any issue. There is a jersey, a mem card down on the bottom, either that or a patch auto. So we're going to send that all the way down. We got a kid card. We're about halfway through. We hit a razzle dazzle in the last break, so that's the ultra rare from Elite. So I doubt we'll get another razzle dazzle, but I think we got a big auto coming out of this one. We ended up getting a half a case of Elite, so we got enough of it where we should be able to corner a big auto or two. Kid card on the back. Almost there, B3. Almost there. I think we got 2 left. 1 and 2. That one's got a kid card. All right. So there it is, all ripped down. We're going to let that marinate for just a second. I'm going to run over to the back door and just let the dogs in, and then we'll get started on the last box. But what a break so far, guys. Holy cow. All right. 2 seconds. Let me go let them in. You know what? I'm taking this stuff with me, too. The recycling's right outside the door, so I can dump this in the bin. But I won't have to do it later when I go to break down and get ready for bed. All right. I'll be right back. Don't knock that over. All right, B3. We're back. Puppies are inside. They're laying down. Everyone's in bed but me, so this is perfect. Excuse me. All right, here we go, B3. Here we go. First quarter of the box. Mike Allstott starting it off. That's the second time we've seen him today. I really like the new Elite cards. They look nice. Can't wait to get the blasters in and chase the razzle dazzles. Derrick Henry, Bryce Young, Matty Stafford, Patrick Queen, should be a numbered rookie coming up. Jamal Charles, Kyler Murray, Shake and Bake, Jason Taylor. And then you got a numbered Scary Terry, not a rookie. 494 out of 799 on the full throttle. Going out to Goody Goody. Goody Goody has gotten a good amount of JD5 so far, but he does need maybe a little something to pick him up. This is at least a little hit. High numbered, but full throttle, 20.72 miles an hour. Nice one there. We'll take that for Goody Goody. We got Romo Dunze, James Conner on a new deal, Taysom Hill, Clinton Portis, Josh Allen, Michael Irvin, Golden Tate the Tater Tot. There you go, Gravedigger. That's a throwback name. Phil Simms, speaking of throwbacks. Caleb Williams, year 2. There's the numbered rookie. It's Quinshawn Judkins. 347 out of 999. Adam Light staying hot, getting a little something for the Brownies. You got Bernsey, Dallas Turner, Joe Mixon, Eric Dickerson holding back, and auto Dwight Freeney, Back to the Future. 48 out of 49, just one off the jersey number, but what a little surprise hit there for Indy and Joe Desky. Not expecting that. Dwight Freeney, one of the all-time greats for the Colts, definitely a Hall of Famer. I don't know if he's in yet, but I know he's been in discussions. Nice looking card. Bang, Joe Desky getting on the board with the Colts. Back to the Future, Dwight Freeney. We got Quinshawn Judkins we got to get up on a podium. He's supposed to be their starting running back this year. We ended up pulling his on-card auto a break or two ago. So Judkins on the board. Very nice. And then, like I said, Scary Terry, he wants a trade apparently. He was holding out for a new deal. Now he's saying he wants a trade. Who knows what the story is with that. But I personally don't think he's going anywhere. I think they're going to figure out how to sign him. Just my personal opinion. I don't think he's going anywhere. All right, there we go. Let's go to the next half or so. Right there. We got Urlacher, Justin Herbert, Myles Garrett, James Lofton, Ken Houston, 33 out of 75 on a blue. That's a interesting throwback there. That's a Titans hit. So Houston Oilers became the Titans, 33 out of 75. Titans were also unclaimed, so that's nice to get a little hit there for them. Going out to B3, you got George Kittle, PS2, Aeneas Williams, Amon Ra, Terry McLaurin stays hot. This one on the Aspirations die cut, 35 out of 99. So Goody Goody picking up 2 hits for his Commanders. And the wide receiver holdout, Scary Terry. Last one we got on the die cut was Jackson Dart. Nice hit there for Goody Goody. Goody Goody heating up now at the right time. Let's see if we can find him a few on the most expensive team of the break this evening. Washington. Good to see the Titans get a hit. Let's throw them up on a podium. All right, we keep it going. B-Rob, TJ Hawkinson, Terry Bradshaw, Christian Gonzalez. I thought that was that's numbered 159 out of 199. Trayvon Henderson. I thought it was an auto for a second. So extra edition for the Patriots, Travion Henderson. So that one going out to the Pats. Joe Lurch, they needed a little hit too. Rookie Travion Henderson, 159 out of 199. Excuse me, out of 799. Going out to Joe Lurch. So 159 out of 799. Joe Lurch on the rookie running back, Travion Henderson for the Patriots. We got T-Law, AK-41, Jordan Love, Brian Branch, Travion Henderson back again, this time on a purple, 30 out of 49. So Joe Lurch hitting on the Pats. Didn't get the big Drake May other than the colored out of Select, but he's getting a few numbers now. You got Puka, Judy, Dave Craig, Josh Jacobs, and Ashton Genty coming out, 586 out of 999. So Adam Light getting Judkins to 999 and Genty to 999, getting both of the rookie running backs numbered. We'll take it. Genty and Judkins both on the board. Henderson to 49, nice low number there. Also got Henderson to 799, so double hits for the Patriots. And Joe Lurch. Where are the Patriots? That's the question. Where do we move them to? They're back there. There we go. All right. Let's keep it moving. We're going to go to right there. You got Ken Houston, Ladd McConkey, Nick Bolton, Jalen Hurts, Jahmyr Gibbs, Orange Elitist. 36 out of 199 going out to the Gravedigger. Nice hit for the Lions. 10 off the jersey number. If it was 26, it would have been nasty, but we'll take it. There you go, Gravedigger. Heck yeah. Jamar Chase, Darrell Revis, Jay Jetta, Chuba Hubbard. You've got a Field Vision Shake and Bake. 90 out of 799 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Adam Light getting another hit. We'll take it. Will Anderson, Brock Bowers, Wesley Walls, Justin Simmons, Pen Pals, Jalen Milrow again. Blue ink on card. Holy cow, Andrew Thier. What a time to take the Seahawks, brother. Hell yeah. On card, way better auto there. Still a little, still a little dicey, but better than the last one. Andrew Thier. Holy cow. What a time to pick the Seahawks. You're going to have a bunch of your Seahawks break members here. Big Seahawks fans going to be after you for one of those, brother. One of them's pro uniforms, got the Seahawks uniform and the Seahawks logo. The other one's college uni, but it does say, Seattle Seahawks. Either way, two very, very nice cards. What a break we have been on, V3. This break table is just not slowing down. It makes me really, really excited. Really excited to see what break 419 is going to do. And then the free break 420. Got to do it, break 420. Once I saw we were coming up on it, I was like, it's too good not to. But that's the one for the freebie. So I can't wait to see what's going to continue to come out over the next couple of breaks. The run that we've been on is really kind of unbelievable. I think what we'll do next is a downtown chase for 419 with some hobby. And then 420 will be the freebie. Jalen Milrow back again. Holy cow, what a break. Double one touches for Andrew Thier. Holy cow. We got Steve Young. What else is this box hiding? We got Vontae Adams. We got Tony Pollard, Najee Harris, George Pickens, High Life, 502 out of 799 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's going to be Giuseppe Deschi on the Pickens High Life. Beautiful card. Nice hit there. You got Ridley. You got Devon Achane, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Vick, Josh Connolly Jr., Washington Commanders, 22 out of 199 on the orange. So another hit for Goody Goody on the Connolly to 199. Steelers finally getting on the board with the Pickens High Life. They were waiting for something to pop. We got both of our autos. We're waiting on the patch, but there's probably another numbered hit or two down there. We got a good stack left, so let's see what we got. This is the last of it, B3. We got Ozzie Newsome, Trey Hendrickson, Mr. 1,000 yards, Mike Evans. You got JSN, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Derek Harmon, back for the Steelers, 791 out of 999. That is a big boy. Steelers, Giuseppe Desky. You got Bo Nix year 2, BTJ year 2, Bosa, Bucky year 2. We got Justin Herbert on the Spellbound R, the first R in the last name. You can see because it's highlighted down there in yellow. This is 26 out of 99, so a nice low number for the Chargers, and Jamie O'Hara needed that because they hadn't really gotten much yet. You got Saquon, Bosa, Xavier Worthy, Darrell Green, Travis Hunter, elitist, 648 out of 799 on the white elitist. That is break paid for on the Jags for Joe Lurch. Already a good break for Joe, but to get the Travis Hunter elitist, that is nasty in the Colorado uniform. Got an auto for a rookie, and then BTJ numbered on a rookie, and now Travis Hunter. Damn. All right, let's finish it up. We got James Cook, William Andrews, JD5 year 2, Lamar Jackson, Jamar Chase purple, 24 out of 49. Strictly business, finally getting in on the action. Waited to the very end to see the Jamar come out, number 1 receiver in the league right now. You got Randy, CJ, Braylon Allen, Bo Jackson holding back, Travis Kelce on the influential jerseys, 508 out of 799. Bogey gets in on the action. I think every single person in this break got a hit for the most part, except for maybe Paul Aponowitz. You might be the only one on Philly who missed, but everybody else I'm pretty sure got a hit. That's wild to see that many hits, that spread out, come across the board. What a break. Glad we finished it tonight, B3. That was a good one. Got to get Jamar up there. Got Kelce up there. We still need another one for the Chargers. I don't even know what to say. Is Milrose starting for the Seahawks? Who's starting for them this year? Who's getting the nod? Does anyone know? I forget. I know they traded Geno, so I don't know who they have. Let's get these podiums caught up because we got a few to add. And that's that. Sam Darnold is starting. That makes sense because he's coming off a good year where he made a playoff run. But we all know what's up with Sam Darnold. We all know what's up. He's going to see ghosts at some point and just kind of crap the bed. So I don't foresee him staying in that starting spot for long. All right. We got to get our recap together. This was a freaking fantastic break. I got to say the big winner is probably Jalen Milroe, right? I mean, even though it's not the highest value right now because he's not named the starter, to have an on-card rookie auto and a rookie auto to 25, I mean, that's just, you kind of got to put him down there. The next biggest one is going to be the Cardinals with that Mount Rushmore. I think actually the Mount Rushmore for the Cardinals, I'm putting at the bottom. It's the coolest card. Hands down the coolest one. It may not be the best card, but it's the coolest card. So we'll put that at the bottom. Then you got the Seahawks right after it. Now we got to figure out where it goes from there. So I think Bo Nix is probably the next highest value with the numbered. And then you got that rookie ticket auto for Garendo. That's an ultra rare, so I feel like that's got to be down pretty low. JD5 has got a bunch of hits, so you got to get him down there. There's Washington. Then the Dwight Freeney auto to 49. That's a really cool card, so we got to put that down there. Wicks to 75. That's a bookend, so that's got to be down there. Now we got some other low numbers, but I don't know how low. I think here we got to go with the Bears because of all the Caleb. Actually, let's go with Marks for Texans because there's an auto. Then we'll go with Kyron. Then we'll go to the Bears. Okay. Back that up now. Right after that, I feel like it's got to be the Dolphins because that was a super low number for Tua. All right, now here's where it gets tricky. All right, we got $7.99, we got $1.99, we got to 75, so that's a low number. That should probably be up there. You got Jamar Chase to 49. Let's do this. Let's do the Patriots first with the Hendrickson to 49. Then you got Drake May. Put Ramondre down there too. Drake May. Okay, so the Patriots are on the board. I know we got a really low Van Ginkel too. So you got Jamar, then you got Ginkel, then you got Houston, then you got Gibbs, then you got Herbie. Herbie was to 99. This is to 7.99 and 9.99. You got 9.99, 7.99, but it's Kelsey. That's low. Here we go. I think we got to put the Jags down there next. Forgot about the Jags. The Jags also had an auto, and it was really low numbered. Get the garbage out of the way. Running out of room over here. Okay, good. There we go. All right, now $7.99. That's $7.99. This one is $4.99, but you also got a Josh Allen down there. Drake London to 100. Collins to 249. Giants. Okay, so they're good. Cam Ward, nothing. It's going to be the last one on the stack. Not even numbered. 5.99. All right, so now $7.99 for Shake and Bake, $7.99 for Pickens, $9.99 for Genty, where are the Bears? Where'd the Bears go? There we go. Boom, boom. All right. I think we're good. What a break, B3. Holy cow. This one popped for sure. This was a good break. Jets up there. All right, that's our recap right there. These go here. These go here. Where'd the brownies go? I know they were up there somewhere. Browns, Browns, Browns. Where'd they go? No, there's only one of them, but damn, was it that low? Steelers, Chiefs, Raiders, Browns. There we go. All right, there we go. Put these back there. Let me get the bench ready. We actually made pretty good time, too, all things considering, with everything that was going on. Really appreciate your guys' patience, understanding, and trust in me when stuff like that happens, man. Obviously, if a computer just craps out midstream, there's really not much you can do about it except for roll with it, you know? But you guys have always been super understanding, super patient. You know, without you guys, this literally doesn't happen. It's not possible. So, owe you guys a great bit of gratitude for always, you know, putting your faith in me, being loyal and trustworthy in me, and knowing that, you know, I'm going to take care of you guys no matter what. So, really fortunate to have you guys for as long as I have. And it doesn't go unappreciated or unnoticed, brother. Not at all. I bet Milroe starts getting time this year. I think so too, dude. I mean, he's obviously got the ability. You know, he was a great college quarterback, so I think he's gonna ultimately get some time too. It's just a matter of when. Same thing with Jackson Dart. It's like, when are they out of playoff contention, or when are they out of the fight? And that's when those kids are gonna get a chance. All right, here we go with the recap. We got Paul Aponowitz on the Eagles, getting Shipley on a select certified, and Quinyon Mitchell on a red and black Concourse Shock rookie. For the Carolina Panthers, you got Harlan with Leggett twice on the select certified. Harlan and Paul had a rough one. Everyone else, for the most part, I think, had a really good break. Jets, this is Scotty Struble. You got Braylon Allen on a futures, Braylon Allen on a Concourse twice, Braylon Allen on a red and black Concourse Shock rookie. Titans unclaimed. Actually, they have another card. So I had two podiums for them. We'll come back to Cam. Talisa Fuaga going out to the Saints. That is Adam Light on the Concourse die cut silver. And then Tyler Shuck on the score rookie base. Adam Light also on the Saints, getting Spencer Rattler on a premier. Spencer Rattler on a premier. So that was the last for the Saints. Then you got the Brownies, also Adam Light, Myles Garrett on the unforgettable. Quinishon Junkins on the rookie to 999, 347 out of 999. Also Adam Light on the Raiders, getting Brock Bowers on a futures, Bowers on the select certified, Ashton Genty on the score base rookie, and then Ashton Genty on the rookie elite to 999, 586 out of 999. Bogey on the Chiefs, getting the futures, Xavier Worthy twice, Xavier Worthy on a concourse, and then a numbered Travis Kelce influential jerseys, 508 out of 799. That one kind of saved your break there. Goody, or excuse me, Bogey. That was a good one for you. Derek Harmon going out to the Steelers. Giuseppe Deschi, 791 out of 999. And then the High Life, George Pickens, 502 out of 799. So the Steelers stealing a couple hits late to save their night. Then you had the Bucks, Tampa, also Adam Light. You had Amika Egbuga on the green score parallel. Savage Shake and Bake on the box hit for Luminance, and then a Field Vision Shake and Bake 90 out of 799, little numbered hit for Adam to pop out of Elite. Going to Scotty on the Cowgirls, you got the name of the game, CD Lamb, beautiful insert there, and then DeMarvian Overshawn on the neon green Concourse Shock, that is numbered 408 out of 599. B3 on the G-Men. You got Tyler Newbin on a club, Theo Johnson on a concourse twice, Theo Johnson on a black and red concourse shock, and a blue and red little color match concourse shock. You had Leak on the Turbo, Leak on the Premier, Leak on the club, and then Tyrone Tracy Jr. on the green and yellow concourse shock rookie. So not bad for the G-Men. Then we pop down to, let's say, all the way down to the Patriots. All right, so Texans, Nico Collins on a purple, 129 out of 249 for Houston and Giuseppe. Excuse me, I was wrong. This is not Nico Collins. This is also a Giants. I thought it was Nico for some reason. Also a Giants hit. Bo Collins, 129 out of 249. So the last stack of the Giants, Bo Collins, the rookie, on a purple to 249 for B3. Then you got Michael Penix Jr. on the select certified for Travis Clavin, and Drizzy Drake London on the green, 23 out of 100. Bills, Buffalo, Giuseppe Deschi gets a futures. Keon Coleman black and red premier level shock rookie. Keon Coleman out of Zenith on the first look rookie. And then Josh Allen on the stars out of score. Nice little patch there. And then you've got an orange concourse shock for Kaiir Elam. That's numbered 31 out of 499, all going out to Giuseppe Deschi on the Bills. When we go to the Chargers, that's Jamie O'Hara. You got a red and black concourse shock Joe Alt, Lad McConkey on a club base, and then Justin Herbert on a red spellbound number 25 or 26 out of 99. So nice low number there. Gravedigger picking up the Jahmyr Gibbs Orange Elitist, 36 out of 199, 10 off the jersey number, but a beautiful card. Nice hit there for Gravedigger. Then you get to the Titans. You got Cam Ward on a base score, and then Ken Houston on a blue, 33 out of 75. Nice low number there. Going to, that was B3 on the unclaimed Titans. Going to the Vikings, Joe Lurch. You got Dallas Turner on a draft selections, round 1, pick 17. JJ McCarthy on a premier base and a club base, and then a blue foil unforgettable Andrew Van Ginkel, 43 out of 50. That's a jersey match. Nice hit. Going to the Bengals, Cincy Strictly Business, formerly of LFG. You got Jamar Chase on a purple, 24 out of 49. Then you go back to Joe Lurch on the Patriots. This is Drizzy Drake May, select certified. Drake May on a concourse twice. Drake May on a premier. Drake May on a black and red premier shock. You've got a Ramondre Stevenson orange foil, 621 out of 799. Nice little hit there. Then you've got the extra edition Travion Henderson out of Elite, numbered 159 out of 799. And then Travion Henderson back again on a purple. That is 30 out of 49, just 2 off the jersey number. Great night for the little Patriot stack. Dropping all the way down to the Bears. Let's take it all the way down. There we go. We got the Miami Dolphins, Wayne Maury picking up Malik Washington on a concourse twice. a yellow Dan Marino that is 160 out of 299 out of Luminance. You also had a blue Tyreek Hill, 41 out of 199 going out to Wayne Mowry. And then a blue, looks very similar to a blue vinyl, numbers 5 out of 25. You can kind of see the circles in the background. It's like a gold vinyl kind of design, but blue vinyl. 5 out of 25 on the numbers. Great night for Wayne Mowry towards the end in the hobby boxes. The Jags, this is Joe Lurch. You got Cam Little on a silver concourse die cut rookie. You got BTJ on a concourse, BTJ on a year 2 bright beginning swatch. BTJ on a blue rookie red zone, 6 out of 25, super low number there out of Zenith Hobby. Then you got Travis Hunter on a white Elitist, 648 out of 799. That about paid for your break. And then a bonus Jordan Jefferson red zone, 4 out of 49 on the rookie auto. Great night for the Jags and Joe Lurch. Jumping to the Bears, this is Benny Lamp. You got Torrey Taylor on a black and red Concourse Shock rookie. Luther Burden, the third out of Score. Rome Odunze on a Turbo. Odunze on a Futures. Odunze on a green and yellow Concourse Shock. Odunze on a red and black Concourse Shock. That's a color match. You got Caleb Williams on the numbers. Caleb on a Concourse twice. Caleb on a red and blue Concourse Shock. Caleb on a red and black Concourse Shock. Break paid for. And then a little bonus. Roshan Johnson orange Shock. Club level 366 out of 399. Nice night for Benny on the Bears. Benny and the Bears. Rams. Nice one here for them as well. This is Mateo Smith, now officially from LFG Rips, picking up the Blake Corums on the Concourse rookies. Eric Dickerson on a club level orange Shock. That's low numbered, 25 out of 399. Few off the jersey number, 4 off. And then you had Kyron Williams on the auto. This one numbered 217 out of 300. So all around nice break for Mateo. I believe that's his first break with B3 with a little beginner's luck getting it on the action. Houston Texans. This is also Giuseppe Deschi getting the Woody Marks for the Texans. Rookie auto. This kid's supposed to be the starter for them this year. Should take over the number 1 duties out of the backfield. Nice rookie auto for the kid. It is numbered. Let's see if we can get it in focus. There it is. 444 out of 700 for Woody Marks, Texans, on the rookie running back auto. That one going out to Giuseppe Deschi. Stanton Griggs picked up one of the first autos coming out of the Select Mega. It was Dontavian Wicks on a beautiful year 3 or year 2, I think. Year 2, because it's 24 Select. So year 2 auto, the bookend numbered just 1 out of 75. Nice night for Griggsy. Going to the Colts, Giuseppe Deschi. You got Latu on a Select Certified, and then a beautiful Back to the Future, Dwight Freeney, 48 out of 49, one off the bookend. Gorgeous auto for the future Hall of Famer, Dwight Freeney. Then we're dropping down to the Commanders. Goody down here low because he crushed it in volume. You had the rookie Josh Connerly Jr., 22 out of 199 on the orange. Then you had Terry McLaurin on the full throttle, 494 out of 799. Nice numbered one there. Then you also had the die cut Aspirations, Scary Terry, 35 out of 99. He's holding out now, but he'll be back. Year 2 Fusions box hit coming out of Luminance, JD5, beautiful card. Then you got JD5 on a Select Certified twice, JD5 on a Concourse 3 times, JD5 on a Premier level, and then JD5 on the red and black color match, Concourse Shock. Great night for Washington and goody. How do I stack this where I got everything in order? Let's do this. We'll bring these here. Actually, those are all vet cards, right? So let's do this. Those will go on the front. These will go in the back. And And then we'll take those and put those in the back. I'm trying to get the bench in order here real quick, B3, so bear with me just a second. I think I can fit one more in there. Okay, they're good. Then these can go there. And then these are the hits. So we got to take this, put that there, put that there. Okay. These can go there. This can go there. Good. And then we can put these here. And these here. Just getting the bench in order here, B3, so that I have some room. So bear with me for a second. Okay, good. Perfect. All right. Moving down to the San Francisco 49ers. This is Jamie O'Hara. You got Ricky Pearsall on a futures. That was the card we froze on. Ricky Pearsall on the premier. And then the rookie ticket auto for Optic Contenders, the preview, Isaac Garendo green. Beautiful card, number just 8 out of 24. Very rare hit there. You don't usually hit those out of Zenith. They're a preview card. Super rare to hit. Then we move down to the Broncos. So the Broncos going out to Adam Light, Devon Valet on a Premier, Bo Nix on a Turbocharge, Bo Nix on a Select Certified, Bo Nix on a Premier, Bo Nix on a Premier Bronze. Shock. That is numbered 167 out of 299. Break paid for Adam Light. And then we drop down to the Seahawks. So you got Mr. Damian Martinez on a yellow, 276 out of 299 on the rookie running back. Then you got Jalen Milroe on a base score. Jalen Milroe on the circles, auto rookie, numbered to just 25. 8, I believe, out of 25. 9 out of 25. So super low number, 9 out of 25 for Jalen Milroe on the rookie. Look at the Pokeballs in the background. And then you got Jalen Milroe on the Pen Pals on-card auto blue ink. Great night for Seattle and Andrew Thier, who cooked tonight. Last but not least, you've got the Cardinals, the other unclaimed team that went to the house. Trey Benson coming out on a premier level base. Rookie Trey Benson. Then you had a turbocharged Maserati Marv on a concourse twice. Then you had Buda Baker on the bronze concourse shock. That is numbered 96 out of 299 for Buda. And then last but not least, the Mount Summit or Mount Rushmore Z Summit, 4 out of 25. Triple quarterback auto, some of the best ever for the Cardinals. You got Jake the Snake Plumber up top, Jim Hart in the middle, and then Kurt Warner from the Greatest Show on Turf down below. Black and red there, white and black there, white, black, and red up top, multicolor patches everywhere. You can kind of see the black and the Kurt Warner one under the fold. You can see the stitching in the black by the heart and then the red in the stitching there. Black and white, just a beautiful all-around card. That was hit by the unclaimed last spot mojo spot, the Cardinals. B3 sticking with the house. What a break, B3. What an absolute monster of a break. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow listing break 419. That'll be some combination of a Donruss downtown blasters chase, and then also 420. The preview for the free break will go up very soon. I've got it just about worked out. The numbers, we had a really good second quarter. really good second quarter. You guys killed it from a sales standpoint, from a revenue standpoint, and from a hit standpoint. So the free break is going to be a pretty good one. Just you'll see once you see it put together. It's got a $300 hobby box. It's a pretty damn good free break. You guys are going to like it. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That preview is coming very soon. All right, B3. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for sticking with me so we can get this thing finished tonight. I'm going to bed because my boss is coming in the morning. So I got to go. B3, love you. We out.